And they're going to get Kate Pendleton with the push. They're going to say the shot was good. We'll give her credit for that, and she goes to the line.
That was
again.
Honaker with the basket. Pendleton got her, so she's shooting one here, and good.
A 2-point advantage for Sullivan East. As here comes Sarah Thompson's going to drive. She's going to go all the way up and good.
Taking matters into her own hands.
Big players make big plays.
Tie ball game.
55.
I'm sorry. 30 seconds to go.
As Sullivan East looks to take and maybe run this thing down to get the last possession of the game. 55-55, 20 seconds left.
I don't like this, Joe. I would be putting some pressure on her. Put them at the free throw line.
You've got Fullen up top on Grubb again. Grubb
Fullen's got fouls to give here.
As the shot is up by Gooch. Good. Big three-pointer with 7-6-5. Here comes Sarah Thompson, and she's going to put the ball up. Shot is up, and it's no good. However, they needed a three right there and didn't take it. As Sullivan East comes away with a 58-55 win. Maddie Gouge with a big three-pointer, and Gate City drove the length of the court. Did put up a shot, but of course Thompson was trying to force that two, but it just wasn't meant to be, and knocked away. She didn't take the three, and that's the ballgame. So we'll take a quick break, come back here as Gate City is swept at Sullivan East. Both the JV and the varsity come up a little bit short. This one in overtime. Again, you're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Are you ready to retire? Or currently retired and unhappy with your investments? Are you looking for a retirement specialist that actually cares about you and your needs? Look no further than James River Advisors. Our local office in Gate City is manned by Edwin Cox, and he's ready to take care of all of your needs and believes in establishing deep, long-lasting relationships with our clients. He's ready to help you with financial planning, college planning, investments, and much, much more. So give him a call today at 276-690-8014. Again, 276-690-8014. He's located at 191 West Jackson Street in Gate City.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Sports Radio.
Broadmoor Senior Living at Johnson City is known for its warm, social feel and great customer service. Because we're a relatively small community, we get to know our residents well, and they become like family to us. We take pride in the care and service we provide to our residents and their families, and remain committed to providing a supportive community atmosphere that is more than just a place to live, it's home. So give them a call today at 423-282-0300. Again, that's 423-282-0300. Broadmoor Senior Living of Johnson City.
And we're back here on a night that, well, like I said, the Lady Devils came up a little bit short in overtime. And checking with the stats, what we've got here, it looks like it was 58-57, not the 55 that was on the clock, Chris.
Well, I mean, according Gate City had 48 points. It was tied 48-48 going overtime. And Jaden Fullen had 3 points. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Maybe I did make a mistake. It happened once before.
I thought I made a mistake once, but I was mistaken.
When you asked me to help, what I thought was a 5 was a 3. I stand corrected.
Okay. Well, win, lose, or draw, it was still, they came up a little bit short. Again, the score...
Well, that wouldn't have changed the outcome.
Right. No. 58-55, again, in overtime. Gate City comes up on the short end. As you compile a few more of the stats here, we'll take another quick break. We'll take another 30 seconds as we get everything together. We'll try to wrap things up here and get back on the road here. Again, 8:36 is the time. Went to overtime, extra basketball, but again, we'll come back here. We'll go over everything and, again, get you ready for next ball game coming up. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
With over 100 offices throughout Virginia, you can count on your local Virginia Farm Bureau insurance agents to be there when you need them most. Whether you find yourself in a fender bender, insuring your first home, or with a new addition to the family, our agents are ready to help you through every stage of life. Connect with your local agents, Whitney McConnell, Richard Helms, and David Weddick here in Scott County at 386-7411 or online at vafb.com. Coverage provided by Virginia Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company and their affiliates.
This is Kate Pendleton of the Gate City basketball and softball teams, and you're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Sports Radio.
And we're back here on the postgame show brought to us by Premier Pharmacy. Again, the ladies come up 58-55, just a little bit short in the basketball game. So really quick, talk about the player of the game right now. Honor the delegate Terry Kilgore, Leadership Player of the Game. The award is to honor Delegate Kilgore for what he does. And again, like I said, to bestow on a player that embodies the characteristics he takes to Richmond every year, the determination to be a true team player, putting the needs of the team above their own, and working tirelessly to make sure that the main goal of success is reached. Tonight's Delegate Terry Kilgore Leadership Player of the Game, you have to say it would be number 20, Jaden Fullen.
I would agree. 21 points, 18 rebounds,
Wow.
and 2 steals and 2 block shots.
Almost a 20-20 game. She is, like I said, over the last 3 games, of course, with those 18 rebounds, she now has 68 rebounds in the last 3 games, 48 rebounds over the last 3 games.
Yeah, she's definitely, like I said, I believe she's found her stride with Gay City, and I think the rest of the season, the conference is going to know who she is.
So, again, even though it doesn't hurt the conference standings, of course, you never want to come, you don't want to lose, and especially right now, you want to keep momentum. Looked like the first half we just didn't have momentum. I mean, we're just out of sorts in all kinds of facets. Again, we were down 25-15 and only scored 6 points in the second quarter. Well,
this team that played tonight would have gotten blown out of the gym by Science Hill.
Yeah.
This team almost continues to be, I don't want to say two-faced, but it's almost one extreme or the other. I mean, we know what they're capable of. They are a really good team. We just didn't see that tonight.
They are talented. They are, and, they've developed some depth. Of course, and I don't want to, give reasons or excuses, but, without Riley Housewright in there, that was kind of a, we're getting into, of course, this time of the season, you really need the 1-2 punch kind of inside, and, we just haven't had that second kind of scorer or threat inside.
If you want to go down that rabbit hole, East didn't have Honaker when we played them before,
right?
And she had 7 points tonight.
Well, and again, East is a guard-centric team. They believe in the 3-point shot, of course. And like we talked about, every time there was a made Gate City basket, they try to push it and get us so we couldn't set up that defense. And again, they did a great job of keeping us off balance. And of course, they come out of here with the win. Even their record up at 12-12. And as they get ready for
maybe a game tomorrow night, maybe not a game tomorrow night. So, it depends on which schedule you look at.
Right. So take us through the stats here as we wrap things up here from the Patriot Palace on the campus of Sullivan East High School.
Well, we've already talked about Jaden Fullen's dominating performance, 21 points and 18 rebounds. Kate Pendleton wound up with 4 points, all in the fourth quarter. Sam Jarrell wound up with 5 points. Kendall Quillen had 6 off of 2 big three-pointers. Sarah Thompson, she kind of woke up a little bit the second half. She got 17 points for a total of 55, not 57 as I first
you math majors out there.
I had a 3 written down that looked like a 5 because I'm not using my normal pencil because you shamed me in using an ink pen. And we see the results of that.
Very true.
Can't
get you out of your comfort zone.
On the east side, Bringman, she had 4. Nelson had 8. Googe, 6. Kylie Wolf had 15. Haley Grubb had 12. Nunley had 2. And Kayla Honaker, of course, like I said, came in at 7. On the defensive side of things, Gate City, they out-rebounded East 32-24. Once again, can't say enough about Fulton. 18 total rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Mar Mullins had 2 rebounds and a steal. Kate Pendleton had 1 rebound and 3 steals. Sam Gerald, 3 rebounds. Kendall Quillen with a couple. Sarah Thompson wound up with 8 rebounds and 3 steals. And Macy Mullins had a steal. Macy, though, she really could not play her game the second half because of that early foul trouble she got in.
Yeah, the Gate City got into a little bit of foul trouble there and early. And, of course, like I said, Thompson picked up those 3 right there before halftime, so she had to sit for a couple minutes. As, again, Macy had those. Samantha and Gerald ended up with 3 fouls. Pendleton and Mullins, as well as Fulton, had those 2. But, again, just wasn't enough as Gate City comes up on the short end of the stick, as they say, 58-55. As we get ready for the conference, of course, you got Lehigh coming up on Friday night. Then Daniel Boone on Saturday. Saturday is homecoming, and that game, of course, is at home.
Really?
For all those out there that's going to have the question, do they play homecoming at home? Yes, they do. So that's going to be the last.
When did they change that?
I think it was a couple years ago.
Okay.
They did it with the whole 55 to 65 speed limit thing. It was a wild time back in the day. Anyway, so we take a look at, that's the last non-conference game for Gate City, the girls. Of course, the boys will have Cleveland out of Tennessee the next following weekend. But and then from there on out for the girls, it's all district time. 6 district games left. We wanted to mention, too, because, again, Abington upset Wise Central last night. So there's a 3-way tie for first in the loss column. Each of Wise Central, Ridgeview, and then you've got Abington, all with 1 conference loss. Gate City at 3 conference losses. But again, they face all those teams again, and those other teams have to face each other as well. So,
well, if we can get the Daniel Boone Science Hill winning team to show up, like I said, I still stand by that for what I said Saturday night. If that team shows up and plays, they will run the table.
Yep.
The team that shows up tonight, I don't know. I've told you before, as a baseball coach, I can handle getting beat. What really sticks in my craw is to get beat by a team that just because we didn't play well, and that's exactly how I feel tonight. Gate City is a better team than East, and they basically gave this one away.
You can go back to several different instances of a pass here, a missed pass there. But again, like I said, the winners tell jokes and losers say shut up and deal. But again, it's not a conference loss. Again, of course, Coach Housewright she'll have some film to show and some things to work on. And again, to get them honed back in against, again, they've got back-to-back games coming up on Friday and Saturday. Then, not only on the horizon, on Tuesday nights will be the epic battle that you have waited for since last year. Wise Central comes to town on Tuesday night again, as that starts the gauntlet for Gate City.
Is that this upcoming Tuesday? You can tell how far ahead in the schedule I've looked.
That would be this Tuesday, come up on January.
So people should probably start camping out by this weekend at least.
I would probably say as soon as Daniel Boone game, as the horn sounds, probably just go ahead and pitch your tent and be right there. So get ready for a great night of basketball. Again, talking about the boys, Wise Central, they're in second place. They're the only real threat right now to our boys. And, of course, like I said, Gate City now, the girls with their backs against the wall, again, they've got to sort of win out if they want to be in that top 2 and 3 of the district.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Wise Central has never beaten Gate City, correct? In basketball.
Wise Central boys, correct.
Boys, correct.
Right.
I'm sorry. So I was just thinking about that game. That bullseye we've been talking about may be the biggest Tuesday night that it will be all season long.
And then, of course, they come back off that, and they've got a road matchup with Union. So, again, for the girls, after Saturday, their non-district's done. Again, 6 straight against Mountain 7 conference opponents. And away we go. So we'll take, I guess that's about it.
There's not much you can say about tonight. It definitely was not their best effort.
Don't want to beat this dead horse.
Still love them to death. They're still a good team. We know what they're capable of. Let's hope.